Hello and welcome to our 5th Sony Vegas editing tutorial. Today we'll be making a cool intro using Sony Vegas, which will look like this when we're done. Okay, to begin with, we're going to go to Media Generators and Color Gradient. Scroll down until you find the one called Sunburst. Drag that in. Close the window for the time being. Now we want to go to Noise Texture and select Plasma. We're going to want to put the plasma layer above the starburst, so like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is go back into the sunburst layer. So when you use media generators, you'll notice you have a third little button on the clip. This just controls all the settings for the media that you've put in your timeline. So just click on that and we get this menu back again. What we're going to want to do is create some colors that are a bit nicer than yellow and orange. So I'm going to put red in the middle. So this pretty much creates our fog. So I've got red fog in the middle, and on the outside I want it to be black, like that. So drag the two all the way to the edge and leave the one in the middle. Now just close that. Now you'll notice you've still got that plasma layer on top there, and you can't see the fog layer underneath. What I'm going to want to do is over here with all our track options, select the composting mode, which is the little green alpha symbol, alpha meaning track alpha, source alpha at the minute, and now I'm going to want to click on that and select burn. Now you'll see that it looks a little more like fog, but you'll notice when I play it that it doesn't move like fog would. So go back into the media generator menu on the plasma layer. For this bit, I'm going to want to create a keyframe at the end of the timeline here. So select that and put a keyframe at the end. And while selected in that keyframe, drag the progress in degrees all the way up so it's at 10. Now close that. Now you'll notice when I play, the fog moves, which is what we want. So the next thing we need to do is put some text in. So insert a new video track, and you'll remember in the preview that the text kind of flew in and faded in. For this I used the prototype titler, so select the empty one and drag that into the timeline. This is a nice new feature that comes with Sony Vegas 9. It's really cool to use. It's got lots of good presets, the prototype. So for this, I'm just going to go to collections down here and select the one that says fly in. You'll notice when I click on it, it gives you a little preview of what it looks like. You notice it says the brown fox and it kind of flies in. So I'm going to click on that and drag that down into the timeline. Okay, since I don't really want it to say the brown fox, double click on the screen here and it brings up the text editor. So highlight that, and I'm going to call it Vegas Tutorials 100 because that's me. I'm then also going to change the text from Arial to Idiot because that's the font I use. You've also got other settings here for font size, its weight, slant, alignment, style, so it's colors, and there's a whole stack of options here for text. So now that I've changed everything I want to change, I'm just simply going to close it. And now you'll notice when I play it, Vegas Tutorials 100 flies in. Okay, so I'm going to want to make it a little bit bigger, and the easy way to do this, instead of doing it in the prototype titler, which can be quite tedious and irritating to use at times, I'm going to open up the crop pan menu and I'm going to make it bigger using that. So make sure both the lock aspect ratio and size about center are both selected. to keep everything nice and neat and just make it a bit smaller. I'm also going to center it so it's in the middle. Now you'll notice it's a little bit bigger and you can read it. Okay, a few more things before we're completely done. I did put a shadow in the preview, so just stick a shadow in. We went over this in the second tutorial, putting shadows and glows in, so I'm just going to put the shadow where I want it. And I'm also going to put in an orangey glow to kind of match with the red fog. So just a bit of orange there, like that. So that's nice and neat. I did have an audio in it, a heartbeat audio, so I'm quickly just going to grab that. So back to the Explorer window. I got that from Designer Sounds. If I can find it again. Heartbeat, there it is. So I'm just going to put that in. So drag it up, down so it lines up with everything else. I'm just going to give everything a fade so it looks nice. Just like that. So now when I play it, I have the audio and everything works nice and smooth. Hope that was helpful. Hope to see you next time for more cool tips and tricks using Sony Vegas. Thank you.